welcome to our channel. So hope you understood the earlier session, which was based on the page layout versus lightning record page, how it works, and when the condition of page layout, the configuration of page layout will work, and when the lightning record page will override the page layout settings, right? So hope you gone through that video and you have done some hands-on on your developer edition org. If not, then you can please refer that video and you can do hands-on. So in today's session, we are going to discuss on the validation rule. What is validation rule in the Salesforce, and we will be going to see how it works. So validation rule is nothing but the checks which you want to perform before committing any of object record into the database, into the Salesforce org, right? So suppose if you want to perform some validation checks, whether the amount of the opportunity record should be greater than 10,000, then only you will allow user to submit the record. Otherwise, you will show the error message to user that this amount fed value should be greater than 10,000. And if you take another example, then similar kind of thing you can perform on other object as well, right? On the lead object, if you want to use and to perform some validation checks there, then you can use the lead object fields and you can perform the validation rule there as well, right? Suppose if you want to perform that, this field should not be blank, right? If it is blank, then show the error message, right, to the user. That should not be blank, right? So similar kind of thing we can achieve using the validation rule. So let's see how it works. So let's go to the school management app. Just create a new field. Student. Just go to the student object, and here you can select the student object and go to the field and relationship section. And here you can create a new field. Uh, Field name you can give like what you can say. Let's create the age field here with a number, right? So data type. So if you go to the student record and refresh the page, then you can see there is no mandatory required field we have created for the age. So if you want to create a validation rule for age, that age should be uh, there. before committing this record into the database. So you can create a validation rule for each that this field should not be an empty field. So what you have to do is you have to go to the student object and you have to go to here validation rule and you have to click on the new button. Then you can put the name like check whether uh, age should not be empty, right? Here you can see you are getting the option of insert fields, right? So in student object, you will see all of the fields which you have created, and some of the fields are the standard fields which will be showing here. So you can select the age and click on the insert. Here you can see different functions which you can use if you are creating a validation rule. So you can use here, right? So you can see we have to find if there is any function. Yeah, so we can use this blank function. So you can see the definition of this checks whether an expression is blank and return true or false. If the age field is blank, then it will return true and then it will trigger this error message which you have to put here, right? So uh, we can use this is blank function here and all other function definition you can click on this link and go to this link and see all the function definition here, right? And you if you want to use these function for your validation rule, then you can perform these things in your developer edition org, right? So if you go here and select the age, right? So here we are going to check whether this field is blank or not, right? So if it is blank, then we have to check, we have to show the message to the user, right? So how we can do it? So here you have selected the function and in that function you have inserted the field. Now you have to click on check syntax. So before saving, you have to check the syntax, whether this syntax is correct or not. If it is not correct, then it will show the error message, right? So like this, you can see, right? Then you have to put the error message. Age cannot be blank. If you want to show this message on the top of the record page, then you can select this top of the page. And if you want to show this message on a specific field where you are creating this, on which field you are creating this validation rule, then you can choose that field. Then you can click on save button. Now we will see how we are going to say this, right? So you're creating the student record, Jatin, then let's choose any of the value, then save it, right? So you can see it is showing the error message to your screen. Before when you clicked on the save button, it will trigger the validation rule and it will check whether this object is having any validation rule or not. If there is any validation rule, then it will be triggered. If it is if the user input is not as per our requirement. So here we created the validation rule on age field. that should not be blank. Then we are showing this message to the user, age cannot be blank. So some age here they have to put, and when you save it, it allowed user to say, right? So this kind of the validation rule, user in on the user input you can perform and check, right? So if suppose if you want to check on the phone number whether this phone number is valid or not, then you could perform the validation rule on that phone number as well, and on other field as well. If you want to check whether this user input is correct or not as per your requirement, then you can create a validation rule for the same as well. So I would suggest you to go through this validation rule section and create the validation rule as per your requirement, what you want. There is a functions already given by Salesforce then that you can use, right? And create it. So similar to that, right? Right. So we can. I will show you one of the other example here as well. So if you go to the opportunity record, and here you can see amount column or not. Let me check. Yeah, you can see the amount column. Let's create the validation rule on this opportunity object as well, where you we will be going to check if the amount which user going to input, if the amount is greater than 10,000, then only it will allow user to save the opportunity record. So you are going to create the validation rule on the opportunity object, right? So here also you can put the validation rule. Click on the new button. Amount should be greater than 1,000. Okay, then you can directly insert the amount field from here, right? You can check whether it is greater than 1,000 or not. Then check syntax, no error found. You can show the message. Earlier we have choose the field. Now we will choose the top of the page to show the error message. And you have to click save button. So this validation rule we have created, and that this validation rule is active. Make sure the validation rule which you have created, it is active, then only it will trigger, right? So let's go to this opportunity record, and just try to edit update this record, and let's see whether it is showing the error or not. 999, right? Let me refresh this. mm, Let me again create a new record. It should be showing opportunity name, test opportunity, test validation rule. Close date would be today. Amount should be 999. Right? Stage can be anything, but for now we are selecting prospecting. Here you can see it is not triggering. And what could be the reason? Yes, right. So if it is greater than 10,000, then have we have not saved? No, we have saved it, right? Amount should be greater than 1,000, right? So we are putting 999 here, and this rule is active. So it should be triggered. Let me refresh the page again. Oh, I made a mistake. Uh, Let me go back here. I put the validation rule condition wrongly here. So you can see I have put this amount should be greater than 1000, then only this error message will be triggered, right? Will be showing to user. But it should be if it is less than 1000, then only it should be triggered, right? At least I am making sure that amount field should be having 1000 value, not less than that. So this is the things you have to keep in your mind while creating a validation rule. You have to double check uh, your condition. So you can see this uh, error message came here. Amount should be greater than 1000 because we have selected the top of the message, top of the page. So you can see on this record page it is showing here. And earlier we have selected the fields here. So under that chosen field, it will be showing that error message. So I hope you understood how the validation rule works. So here there is a different what I can say different functions and different fields on which you want to try. You can try it from your side, and this is the link here given. And if you click that link, then it will open the help section of the Salesforce article. And once you read this, you will be going to understand all of the function behavior, how it works. You can see ABS number and replace number with a merge. So this is the description of the ABS field here. So if you want to check any other things, right? If then it will show you if then logical test, then value if true, value if false. So we have to trigger once we get the value if true, then the error message will be triggered. In case of if we return if we see that our condition is not fulfilling and we the false value is returning from that from our logical test, then it will not show the error message. Logical test with the expression you want to evaluate, replace value if true with the value you want to return. If the expression is true, replace value if false with the value you want to return if the expression is false, right? So this is the example also it is given. For example, use the following formula to determine if the logged in user has the license type in quotes, right? So user profile, this is the pick list value. So this pick list uh, validation value it is showing here. And this is the function you can use for the quick list, and then user type, and then standard. This is the value from this user type field they are checking, and this should be handed. If it is handed, then only that validation will be triggered, and this mm, if this is condition is not getting fulfilled, then it will return 0.01. So this is something you can check, you can perform. Hope you understood. You have to go through this section and let me know if you are facing an issue while creating the valuation loop. Thank you guys. I hope we will meet into the next video soon. And don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you. Bye bye.